Right, Fallen Skies here, and since we now have a year on the tractor, we're going to give a review about how we like the TYM 4820. So Pops is back in the...
I'm back in the saddle again. I think the 4820 is a fantastic TYM tractor. It's giving us good service, its maneuverability, and it has features that we were really surprised about, and it's really helped us out on the farm here. And I'm just glad that we were able to purchase this tractor. Now we're getting ready to do the service on it, and we're going to go through the procedures, and I hope you can follow through with it.
All right, guys. Yeah, we've been it's been a year, and I really like the tractor. It's been doing a lot on the farm itself. It's helped out quite a bit since we purchased it. One of the things that I like about it is that on the Coupe J engine here, the reason why I got the 4820 is that it's a non-turbo engine. So it's a non-turbo engine. So what that means is that there's not many moving parts except for the engine and the hydraulics. So there's not something else that can go down or go wrong with it, and that's, to me, that's a good thing. Now if you're baling hay and you know, cutting corn or baling hay or doing a lot of the bush hogging, okay, yeah. Or if you're going from one farm to the next and you need to get it on the road, you know, and it's a mile away or something like that, 2 miles away, yes, you would probably want a turbocharger on it. We don't really need a turbocharger because we're not really going that far on our farm. So that's one thing I do like about the 4820. It has enough horsepower to you know, use the rototiller. It has enough horsepower to do the bush hogging. It's big enough. I'm 6'1", 3 something, and I feel real comfortable in the cab. So I'm real comfortable sitting in this cab. I got plenty of head space. I got plenty of foot space. I can reach the pedals. It's pretty easy to get in and out of the cab. So that's a good thing. We did, instead of getting the rollover top, we did go with the cab. We did go with the air conditioning. That's a big thing here in Georgia because it gets hot out here, and that a little bit of cold air does the body good sometimes, just to get in and out. And plus, with the amount of bees and wasps and getting stung, I just didn't think that was I don't think that's pretty good here in Georgia. I mean, we have yellow jackets, and anytime you're moving in the bush, you know, yellow jackets and bees can come up and get you. And when you're moving equipment, you know, that bee hits you and you go to swerve or you go to do something, and you know, now you're all over the place. So I did like the cab, but it does have some of its disadvantage having a cab. You don't want to break these daggum windows. These windows are expensive. In fact, I really think that they should have went with a plexiglass model for the windows. To me, that would have been smarter. I would have liked to seen this window be able to break open somehow, have a piece. This one, the back window does come open, but I would like to see the side windows have a vent. That's something that I didn't like. I would really prefer it to have downward pressure on the rear end here. It does not have that. So like when we have the auger, there's no downward pressure. You have almost 3,000 some odd lifting pressure to lift up, which is great, but you need downward force. when you're working something like an auger or anything like that. So there is some other pieces that we're going to get this year to help with that downward force, but I think it should have came with that. It's just under the weight, so that if I had to trailer it on my car trailer, I could do that using the dually. So it is just under the weight. To do that is like 55, about 5,540 pounds, I think. It lifts pretty tall up there, so if you're using a dump trailer and you have sideboards, you can get up in it. I mean, we got a good package deal for this, right, Dad? We got a good package deal. Yeah.
Amazing the number of implements that we were able to obtain with the TYM. You didn't have to go out and buy them on the aftermarket. They were with the tractor and the dealership. They worked with us really well. They were positive about things that we needed to have, and they were great to work with, and they were open to making it possible for us to get what we needed to work with, and we're happy about that because it's just amazing. And the only thing my son said was about the only thing that's a little disappointing is the downward pressure up on the auger. We'd like to see a little bit better force put on that, because when you're digging, especially this hard clay in Georgia, sometimes it just sit there and twirl without making any downward movement and moving the dirt out of the auger. So you have to use some of the augmented tool to help dig your holes. So that was the only thing that I could see that needed to be changed.
Right, so this year we're going to be using the roller tiller here in the next month to dig up the garden. We got a large garden spot, so you know, that those other implements that came with the tractor, I think, is going to really work out. So the 4820, I think, is an overall good, solid purchase. If you're doing, you know, a utility tractor, compact utility tractor for basically 50 acres and less. More than 50 acres, I think you need a little bit more horsepower. You know, but this is a good size tractor for those people who are starting out. So, Dad, any more things?
Well, I just reiterate, it's fun to drive. It's fun to maneuver with it. And I'm happy about that because we have grandkids, and I have fun with them, and they can just get in, and within a few instructional conversations with them, they can get in and drive and make it possible for everybody to work on the farm and not be handicapped by it. So I'm happy about that.
So the hydrostatic transmission that we got, let me just go on this side right here. Now, I know you guys have heard me before talk about the gear drive, and that's the one I want to get next, but the hydrostatic transmission, it's easy just to operate. Because basically all you have to do is understand to go in forward and reverse, and that's pretty easy. Any kid can get that. The steering wheel and, you know, the levers to go up and down. So again, this is a very easy tractor to operate. And you know, for the kids, you know, they like it because it has a radio inside of it. So and you've seen my daughter operate on it, and she's having fun, and my other sons, you know, it was just easy to operate. So for everybody who's just needing a tractor to operate on their farm, I think this is the 4820, I think, is a good starter tractor. So this is Fallen Skies with Pop.
We're getting ready to do the oil change, and we'll be videotaping the change of the oil, and stand by.
All right, guys, over and out.